Howdy, partners.
You're a real son of a bitch, Bern. You would cheer for them over us. You would cheer for them over us.
I was just saying howdy, partners. That's just a greeting that a lot of people in certain parts of the country use when they bump into, other
Well, I don't
people.
see I don't see any horns there, Bern. Huh?
Term of endearment, really.
I don't see
Dude,
any
let him.
horns
He gets
there.
to be excited. What? This is the second week of the entire season. He gets to, you know what I mean? He gets
I
to.
was
It
That's
just,
showed.
enjoyable.
I was just saying hello. I was just, guys. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm wearing a green
Ah,
shirt and
damn!
everything.
Rams scored
I
again,
was
dude.
just saying
Their
hello.
Rams
Yeah,
are winning the Super Bowl this year. I
they
guess
just might be.
everybody. I
Yeah,
guess everybody just needs to accept that the Rams are going to win this year.
they look pretty good. Look pretty good. Well, speaking of looking pretty good, it's the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Al Lavelle, he's Burn Podcasting, and that good looking son of a bitch, that's Liam Reese. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. But tonight, we're going to bring you Guess the News, the hottest new game show on the intranet. What we're doing is, we're going to give you the bare bones of a story. You're going to love this story. Then we're going to ask you to guess some stuff. Most of the time, it's a classic ASL, age, sex, location. Sometimes we're going to ask you to guess a type of pet, or a bottle of hooch, or who knows what. But you're going to have to guess it. Leave it in the comments. Let us know how you did, and we'll give your score, and we'll read them out on the show. Yeah. If you score, we'll read it out on the show. If you get it right, sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. Sure. Give us your best guess. Sure. But we love you. We like it. We want more of you. And we're starting off with the one and only Benoit Payud-Kissé. Go ahead, Benoit.
All right, guys. We're going to go with a classic ASL today. I'm going to be looking for an ASL plus a bonus. The bonus will be, what company did the perpetrator work for? What company or what kind of company did the perpetrator work for? I'm going to give you one clue as to the location. This is in an NFC city that lost today. So we will be dealing with an issue of someone being charged with unlawful surveillance in the second degree and one count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance images in the first degree. These are both felonies. Okay. This all takes place around a gentleman who was filmed in his home on the floor, passed out with his pants down. Our perpetrator let themselves into said gentleman's house and then recorded this person and posted their images all over social media. What we're kind of looking for here, and you guys can have, I'll give you guys plenty of questions if you have some questions here. What I want to know is the ASL of the person who filmed this dude laying on the floor in his own living room with his pants around his ankles. And why was this person there? What company did they work for? What kind of company did they work for where they would just be knocking on someone's door and illegally letting themselves in? So questions. I'll take some questions.
So they walked into the house and the guy that was on the floor naked with his willy hanging out.
Pants,
It's a cold time of year, I hope.
pants around his ankles, passed out, and this person thought, well, I'm here for some sort of business, but why don't I just make a video and take some photographs of this person and
Oh,
blast it
I
out
see.
on social medias? And
Liam, do
that
you
was a bad
think it,
idea.
Liam, do you think it was like, is it like the who does the bugs and stuff? You know what I mean? Like working or
Exterminator?
something? Yeah. Maybe it was an exterminator coming in, you
Wait, and
know?
you're saying the person that came in was passed out, or the
No, no,
the
no. Somebody
the
let themselves.
client was passed
The
out?
client
So
was
like the
passed
person that
out
was at
on
the
his own
house. Okay.
floor with his
Okay,
pants around his ankles. Someone showed up for a business transaction,
now I
let
get it.
themselves
Okay,
in, and then decided this is for whatever reason, I'm going to take photos and video of this and blast it on social media.
So now I see where we're going here. I think it was like a building maintenance guy. You know what I mean? Because that's who would come in if they were called over to the house. They have keys. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily. If you're working building maintenance, you don't necessarily need somebody to let you in. You can get in anywhere.
What about this? What about this, Lishmigs? Right? Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you real quick. Let's say that
a piece of information.
Yeah, please.
This person was not someone who would be authorized just to walk in your front door.
Okay.
That's part of their contract or job. Like,
okay.
Well, I was gonna say, what if it was this, right? What if the person who was down with their pants around their willy was an older person, right? And maybe they're like, you know what? I'm about to kick the can. Might as well stroke the demon out and get this thing going. Had a little heart attack, fell over, hit the button, or called our friends at 911. 911 says, hey, I'm sending over the Big Red Machine. Big Red Machine shows up. Fire department kicks in the door. And it's a couple of hot, dumb firemen that are just like, hey, let's resuscitate this dumb son of a bitch. Also, for the grant. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I don't know. Well, also, what NFC teams lost
you could argue that fire department would be allowed to go in. You know what I mean?
True.
Like I think a lot of judges would be like, nah, fuck you, they're allowed in if they think your house is burning down or something like that. You know?
True. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
Anyway. So
an NFC team that lost today. Well, that's Minnesota lost, New York lost,
Arizona lost, Phoenix,
anybody
else
lost?
Eagles lost.
Oh, that's right.
Philadelphia lost. Burn.
New Orleans lost.
Yeah, I think it's the city by the bay, the city that never sleeps, the city of lights, New York City.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, let's do New York. Just because there's so many freaking people in New York that it could easily be that. You know? So it's like the news capital of the world. Yeah. All right. So we're good for New York. Anyway, so New York, guys taking a picture. I'm thinking probably like 20s or 30s, which would to walk in and think that's hilarious enough to take a picture. I think you're talking younger, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're young pieces of shit.
Not super old.
Maybe movers, you know?
Movers is possible. Or like a door-to-door salesman. I would say salesman, New York, and 30 years old. 30 to 35.
I like New York. I like 30 to 35. Male.
I'm going sales.
We're saying male, obviously.
Yes.
Or what is it a hua? Is it a hua?
Yeah, door-to-door hua.
Is it a hua? You know, because what time of day did this take place at, Byrne? Does it say?
This was in the evening.
Who's coming in the evening? He already had his pants down around his ankles. I'm telling you, it's a stripper, it's a hua, it's a candy gram, something like that.
All right.
I'm saying hua.
I say sales. So that's where we'll split. All right.
Hey, they're both selling something, pal.
Yep. All right. I'm locked in on mine if you are.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say 30s. Well, 25 to 30, female, New York, hua. And what are you saying, Lishmigs?
I'm saying.
Well, I'll give you guys 25 to 35 since that seems to be where you're splitting.
Okay. Fine. We'll do 25 to 35. I'm saying male also. I'm saying New York also, and I'm
Maddie
saying
said female. You're saying male. Or female?
Oh yeah, I'm saying male. Yeah, males can be hookers too. All right.
Wow.
Fair.
But anyway, I'm not doing hooker. I'm doing salesman. Anyway.
Hey, what we doing?
Sales.
And Matt, 30. You're doing a lady of the night.
I am. It's a hua.
Matt's doing Lady of the Night. I'm doing sales.
All right, guys. First off, New York is the correct answer.
Oh,
New York is correct. Also, the age of this person is 23. I'll slip you guys into the 25 to 35. You were
oh,
right. This is a younger person. You're both kind of right about sales slash whore, but it was a female. Guys, a 23-year-old content creator, Olivia Henderson, who was working for DoorDash, was making a
wow.
delivery to a residence in New York last month when she filmed the customer passed out with his pants and underwear around his ankles. The door was
Wow.
allegedly wide open when she arrived. She contacted police, saying she had been lured into the house by the man, and described the incidents as sexual assault. However, the Ring camera footage taken from the residence appeared to show Henderson letting herself into the home. The man stated in the video that he hadn't given any indication to enter. Olivia was fired from DoorDash and charged with first 2-degree felonies. Also, there is a pending charge of a false reporting of sexual assault. She is due in court on December
Oh, that's a
4th
thing now.
and faces a potential 8-year maximum prison sentence if found guilty. So, DoorDash driver slash social media influencer.
Tell me she doesn't have an OnlyFans.
It does not say. TMZ does not tell me that. But I would argue that she's both involved in sales and whoring herself out as a DoorDasher and an influencer. So, guys, you pretty almost nailed it. Female, New York, 23, and a sales whore. So not too shabby. Little roundabout, but
She's
not
an
too
attention
shabby.
whore. That's
what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So there
Not
you go.
bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Very good. Love it. Love it. Want more of it. Great job, Benoit. Let's keep it moving. LaSchmigley, we're kicking it to you, Big Daddy. What do you got?
All right. We are going to do the classic ASL, but there's going to be a twist. Okay.
Love it.
Love
I
a twist.
need the age, and I'm going to ask you for 2 sexes. All right.
Ooh.
It'll make sense as we dig a little deeper, and then I'm going to need the location. Okay. So, cops were called out to a school for a stolen vehicle with a child inside of it. Okay. Turns out when the cops get to the school, the car that was actually stolen was the child moving themselves into the driver's seat and taking themselves home because they got in an argument with one of their parents. Parent comes, they pull up to the school. Parent has to go in and do some kind of paperwork in the office, drop something off, then come back out. Then they're going to do whatever with the kid, okay? But parent A gets into an argument with the child, and the child gets so upset that they say, F this, I'm getting in the car, I'm going home, okay? So when they finally figure out child took the car to go home, they find child with parent B. Parent B is at home with the child, has no idea any of this is going on because I guess parent A did not call parent B to say that this is even happening. The cops, upon talking to parent B, the police realize parent B has warrants for realize that the parent B has outstanding warrants for theft of property and wire fraud. So my question is to you.
Okay.
For my age, for my A, I want to know how old was this kid who hopped into the car and drove home?
Love it.
For the sex, I want to know, was it mom that fought with the kid and got the car taken, or was it dad that did that? And then when they got home, was it mom or was it dad with the warrant? Okay, so I need 2 sexes from it. And then as far as location, I want to know what state this happened.
Do we know the sex of the kid?
The kid was.
Or
We
can we
might
guess that too?
we
You
might
can guess
not
that.
because of the kid.
I think
If
because
the
it's a
kid's
child.
underage, they
I
probably won't
don't
tell us.
recall.
Yeah, they
I don't recall
usually.
seeing a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think they give you that, dude.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna know that one.
Yeah, they only refer to as the child and all that stuff.
It's a boy anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's a boy. It's a boy
Yeah,
who took the car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
Maddie.
boy fighting with his. So it's a boy fighting with his mom at the school.
Wait,
And then
hold on, hold
you think
on.
fighting with the dad.
I think, and listen, we're all three of us here, responsible fathers who love our children, right? But when it comes down to who's more likely to leave the keys in the car, dad or mom, I feel like that's dad. I feel like that's dad, and I feel like that's scarier to be like, you know what? I'm sick of this guy yelling at me. I'm gonna get out of here. And the only reason I say that as well is because what was it? Stolen property and wire fraud. I mean, those are two things that I think could be female in crime, right?
Is it? Can I ask you this, Vern? Is Liam trying to hit us with a little gimmick here? Is it two moms?
Or two dads.
Right. Like, could we get a
Potentially.
double gimmick? And maybe that's why this kid is such a fucking whack, like a fucking shithead, is because
Well,
he doesn't have I would say it's two parents, two moms. They don't discipline him, so he's stealing cars, being a cunt. I'm saying this kid's 12 years old,
well,
and
let's think about
Yeah.
this too. The kid made it home fine, right? So he's got to be at least like, I would say like 13 at the youngest to be
Honestly,
able to
the
drive
age
a
is
car.
the the age is the $1 million question. I'll give you guys a year or
Yeah.
two on both sides, but I don't think we should be doing any of this 20 to 30, 30 to 40. You know what I mean?
Right? No.
no,
The age has got to be. We got to pick an age.
we got to be
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
close. I'd
I'm,
love to pick a grade, but
Maddie, 14.
well, you gotta
14?
think. You gotta think about this, right?
You got to be able. They got to be able to
They
reach the
gotta be real
pedals
reach the pedals. I was just about to say they gotta be able to reach the pedals. So we're
and
looking at
see
middle school,
and see.
right? And they gotta be kind of like sick of the shit with the parents, you know.
Yeah,
So
got to be at
I'm
that
thinking
age where
they're
you're
like middle
like.
school. Like I'm saying, like what's ninth grade? 14, 15.
I think 14 is a good.
I like
I think 14
14.
splits the difference. Let's go. You want to
14
go
for the
14?
kid. Yeah, I like 14 for the kid. I
Okay.
like two moms, right? And I think the kid took the mom's purse. She's like, Mom, we're gonna go vape outside. Oh, I got the keys. I'm just gonna take off. Meow.
Okay, so you like two moms.
I'll tell you this: if that was my son, he'd be fucking. He wouldn't be walking today. You know, he needs some fucking French annuals on him. But I'll tell you, that's a house with no discipline. So either you got a cunt pussy for a dad or two moms
So you
that
like
didn't take the strap.
you like
Get
two
that
moms
fucking
here.
strap out.
You like
I
two
like
moms?
I like two moms. I mean,
All right, Maddie's
I like
going
more than two, Daddy. Hey,
Yeah.
hi. Hello,
Maddie
Miss
likes-
Jennifer. What?
two moms. I think we're gonna split this. I like the parent at the school being a dude and mom being at home. I just think a dude's more likely to leave the keys in the car and be like, I'll come out and deal with you in a minute.
Dude, you can
You know what I mean?
put the keys in the purse or something. Or
I'm just
whatever.
saying the purse comes with. I'm just saying,
Dude,
oddly,
if
we can
it's
split it.
cold out, you're leaving the car running to keep it warm.
That's true. That's true. But I think it's more likely a dad. Listen, I'm just going with my guts here. Just going with my guts. You take two moms, I'll take dad and mom, and then we got to think of a location, Matt. I mean,
Can we get a hint? Any kind of sports hint? I mean, you know what my
Yeah, I'll
first
give you that. It's AFC team that lost today, just like
AFC?
Byron gave you.
yeah, AFC,
team that lost today.
that lost today.
So we're looking at Buffalo. We're looking at Indianapolis. We're looking at Tennessee. We're looking at New York because
Mm-hmm.
the Jets lost.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at Cincinnati. We're looking at Pittsburgh. We're looking at Las Vegas and
Ooh, something about Las Vegas
Vegas, baby.
speaks to me. Something about Las
Vegas,
Vegas
baby.
is calling my name.
Vegas, baby.
You like it?
I mean, Vegas, baby. Also, just an FYI, I know we'll talk about this tomorrow again. I just want to say that the Ravens are now tied with the Steelers for first place in the AFC North.
Of course they are. Of course they
Because
are.
I hate the Steelers, so that's cool.
Yeah. All right.
Also,
So me and
Jacoby
Maddie,
fucking Brissett. Jacoby fucking Brissett.
so close. So me and Maddie are gonna go. 14-year-old child. He likes a mom at school. I like a dad at school. We like
I
Las
like a mom
Vegas,
everywhere.
and we both like mom at home.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
All right, we locked in?
We're locked
Yeah.
in.
All right, you boys ready?
Ready for
Dad.
this.
This is a story out of Tennessee.
Ooh.
The Mount Juliet Police Department said it responded to a W.A. Wright Elementary School in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, after
No.
receiving a report of a stolen car with a child inside. So, after investigating, police quickly located the car after the child had been seen. So, witnesses saw the child get into the car, speed away, nearly avoid hitting another car, and jumping the curb while skirting off into the road. It was the mother, okay, who fought with the child first, ran
Okay,
inside
maybe
to
that's
grab
that
the
one.
paperwork, and this child was 10 years old.
Fuck off. Fuck
10
off.
years old.
Oh.
It is a miracle.
That's
a
insane.
miracle that this kid got home. A miracle, dude.
What kind of car was it? Like, how does a 10-year-old even get their feet on the
Oh.
what? All right. And we got one more. Who was at home?
Yeah, and we're talking about the dad was at home. Outstanding warrant for theft and property wire fraud. The kid was taken into custody without incident, but they quickly had to release the kid because they were too young to be held criminally responsible. They couldn't charge the kid because they couldn't find anything to like charge the kid with.
There wasn't a law on the books.
Yeah, because how many 10-year-olds do you have stealing vehicles?
Oh.
And
There
And
was no
for stolen
precedent
vehicle,
for it.
also the owner has to press charges, right?
I don't even think it would have mattered if the owners tried to press charges. I think
the owners are the parents.
When they're young enough, I just think you can't do shit.
Listen, It's just Tennessee, okay? This kid's granddaddy was a bootlegger. His great-granddaddy was a bootlegger. His great-great-granddaddy was a bootlegger. This is in this kid's blood.
So I will agree.
Grandpappy.
This was clearly not the first time this kid's driven an automobile.
No! That's 10 years old? That is almost physically impossible. That is absolutely wild.
I mean, you know what? I have some friends that are pretty short that can reach the pedals, but
Yeah, but you guys have kids. Think of how old your kids are, okay? My
Mine is
kid's
6.
11. The thought of my kid operating a vehicle is fucking terrifying, dude. Actually, not even 1 year ago. That means I have to think about my kid. I have to think what would it be like if she tried to drive a vehicle a year ago? That is horrifying, dude.
I watched my 8-year-old son on bumper cars today struggle with 2 paddles.
Yeah. Yes.
2 paddles.
Exactly.
That's all it was. Holy shit! 10 years old. What a stud! That kid is like, you know what, Dad? Screw you, Mom.
He is the most popular kid in that school right now. When he got in, he walked into that lunchroom and all eyes were on him, dude.
Yeah.
He is the coolest kid in that school right now. I'll
tell you this. In 2 summers, he's going to be fingering girls under the bleachers, you know? So that's just, I mean, his fingers are going to stink in a couple summers,
like
dude.
14-year-olds, too. Like, not even girls in his class. Like older girls.
He's going to be in 7th grade blasting out some 8th and 9th graders, dude. That's this kid.
What's even crazier is that the kid went home and just played it normal. Like, the cops showed up and the dad there had no idea that anything weird had even happened. Like, he just got home, was like, how was school? Fine. Like I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
Where's your
hard to
mom?
believe the dad had an open warrant. Not even realizing that his kid drove a goddamn car home from school by him.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with the dad. Kid walks in the door. Dad, I'm home. It's the middle of the day when he's supposed to be at school, and he's like, "Oh, all right, dude."
Yeah.
Like shows up with nobody, not the mom or anybody, and he's like, "Come in.
Yeah.
What's up, son?" You know?
Yeah.
What's with Chef Boyardee? Yeah, I mean, like, wow. Yeah, probably not. We're
Chef
probably not dealing with
Boyardee.
Father of the Year here.
No. Or Mother
yeah,
of the Year.
saves it. Yeah, yeah. I think both these parents will be lucky to keep their child.
Yeah.
It said they returned the child, so they did get involved, CYS or whatever. But
yeah, I mean they're getting a knock on a door every week from somebody who wants to come in with a clipboard, make sure things are okay.
Yep.
So, all right.
Wow,
good stuff with Schmigs. You guys ready for the third and final story of the night?
What you got, Maddie? What you got for us?
Okay, here we go. I'm looking for the classic ASL. Love a good ASL. Love it. All right, you're gonna be guessing. Okay, there's two people in the story, but it's one gender. Okay, that makes sense. And then so you're catching the ASL and then a type of pet. Got it?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. So when two roommates moved in together in 2022, they both cared for one of the roommates' pets. This pet's name was Gary. Later on, one of the roommates went to tackle a home renovation project. During this time, the other roommate offered to care for Gary, right? So one of the roommates had Gary and then had to go do a home renovation project. So the other roommate was like, hey, I'll watch Gary while you're gone, right? However, shortly after, the roommate doing the home renovation learned that the other roommate had changed Gary's last name at the vet and added themselves to Gary's microchip information, making it seem as if they were Gary's owner. The two roommates argued that, the one said, the vet did that, they didn't do it, they did it on their own, yada, 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 and that the one roommate was only trying to protect Gary by adding their name to the emergency information. But when it was time to move out of their apartment, who was the real owner? So later on, this resulted in the one roommate sued the other roommate to the tune of $20,000.
Okay.
And the court ruled in favor. And the court ruled in favor of the the roommate that did the home renovation. They ruled in favor of that roommate saying that they had originally bought the cat.
Oh, you gave us the pet.
Fuck! Damn it!
So I have a question. Did they put the cat in the middle? Did the judge ask that the cat be brought into the courtroom, have each person sit on the other side of the room, and they put the cat in the middle?
You know what they didn't, right? But what they did offer to do is that they brought the cat in, and then the judge said, you know what? Neither of you can have it. I'm going to cut the cat in half, and you can have one half, and you can have the other. And then the one roommate said, yeah, no problem. And then the other one was like, no, don't cut Gary. No.
Well, King Solomon action there. Very wise.
That one little biblical. Also, shout out my godson. He's getting communion this year. Big money holiday for your boy. He's gonna be raking it in. He's got his first reconciliation coming up. He's doing it up, man. So yeah, he's part of the tribe. Little hint on location. Want to hit on location?
Yeah.
NFC team that lost today. Little hint on location.
Okay, so we got some locational hints. So we're
fucked it on the fucking pet.
All right, so Matt let the cat out of the bag. All right, so we know it's a cat.
Beautiful,
Liam. Beautiful.
You
All right.
dirt dogging son of a gun, you. Oh, that was good.
All
Woo.
right, so
So
we're talking Minnesota, we're talking New York, we're talking Philadelphia, we're talking Arizona, and we're talking New Orleans. Right? That sound about
this
right?
has a Philadelphia feel to it. I don't know why. I just picture two like hipster chicks living in Philly together, and they're fighting over this cat. I don't know. Call me
I think this
crazy,
is.
but that's what it feels like to me.
I also think female. I'm
Yeah.
leaning female on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
only
thinking
two
female.
females are fighting this hard over a cat, correct?
20 G's, 20 G's.
Yeah,
You've
or even
never heard
thinking to
men fight this
microchip a
hard
cat.
over some pussy?
Yeah. These two lesbians take their pussy very seriously.
Yeah.
Um, I like Philly. I like
No,
Philly
you
for
don't.
this. I love Philly.
You
I love
to
everything
hate it.
about Philly except for one thing.
The
That
people.
no, the people are great as long as they're
Are
not doing
they?
that fucking chant.
Which one?
Which
The
now
Super Bowl
not
champion
only
chant?
not only the one that my son does before his soccer games, but the one I got a video of my daughter doing in her preschool class the other day, and
Yeah,
Very
both
cool.
they both hit me with it in the car today as I was
they do.
spending
Yeah,
tons of money on
They
them
sound
all
like
day
great
long.
kids.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they're being raised right. We know
I
that.
actually told my son. My son was like, "What if I wanted to be an Eagles fan?" And I was like, "You could be an Eagles fan." He's like, "Well, what if I wanted to be a Cowboys fan?" And I was like, "You cannot be a Cowboys fan."
No,
He
you
was like,
cannot.
okay, all right.
No.
I was like, "You live in Reading. You live close to Philly. If you want to be a Birds fan, you and I have something to fight about for the rest of our lives. We'll get there." But there is absolutely no way on this planet that you could be a Cowboys fan.
You
And
know,
he was like,
that's
That's
good
"Why?"
fair.
parenting there, Burn.
He's like,
That's what
"Why?"
a father does.
And I was like,
No,
because
that's very fair.
they're the worst. They have the worst fans, and they're only marginally better than the Giants.
Also, you don't want to be a cunt your whole life, son.
Exactly. Anyway, all right. So we like females. We like Philly. We know it's a cat, and now we need ages.
I'm thinking. See, this is where it gets tough. Okay.
Yeah. Because 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds aren't going to file the $20,000 lawsuit.
Or have the money for the microchipping, probably.
Or be leaving to do a home renovation project.
Yeah,
you know
you're right. So now we're
This is a
getting
very
into
lesbian. This is a very older lesbian story. Like I think 40-year-old, like lesbians in their 40s.
Yeah, let's go 40s because they're
go
doing
40s.
renovation. Yeah, that's safe.
Do you want to age bracket?
35 to 40, I guess.
35. Let's go. We always go 10 years on. So let's go 35 to 45. That's 35 to 40.
Okay. Yeah, that works. I like
All
that.
right, so
Either
give me
that
your
or they're in
final
their.
guess.
It's either 35 to 45 or like 55 to 65. But let's go 45 to 35. So 35 to 45 females. The city
we
that
got
never
some,
sleeps,
some
Philadelphia.
Philly hipster broads doing some renovations, and they're fighting over the cat. I love it.
Yeah, and Gary the cat. By the way, great name for a pet. Gary's a great name for a cat.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, here we go. So, when two Philadelphia roommates, Jessica Yang, age 33, and Nicole DiNardo, age 31. So you're definitely right. No shaved pits, no bras, the whole thing. They moved in together in 2022. They both cared for Yang's cat, Gary. Later, as Yang tackled a home renovation project, DiNardo offered to care for Gary. However, Yang learned that DiNardo had changed Gary's last name at the vet and added herself to his microchip information, making it seem as if it was his owner. DiNardo argued that the vet's office made the name change on their own and she was only trying to protect him by adding her name to the emergency information. Still, she and Yang clashed when it was time to move out of their apartment about who was the real owner. She said, "I was unfit to be a pet owner," Yang said. In December 2024, Yang sued DiNardo to the tune of $20,000. And on November 5th, the court ruled in favor of Yang because she had originally bought the cat. "I just hope he's okay and he still has all the things he needs and is living a good life," DiNardo said. So there you go. Couple of dykes arguing over pussy, huh?
Can we just say, if you're an unfit cat owner, you are pretty much like unfit for society. You know what I mean? Like that means you're just not cleaning a litter box or filling a bowl one day or
people
filling
go
a
away
little
for whole weekends, and cats are smart enough to just eat when they're hungry. Like a dog will eat all of their food and get sick and throw up. Cats are smart enough to just eat when they're hungry and then leave the rest. Like they're an apex predator, for Christ's sakes. Like they're fine. They don't need us at all. They suckered us. Can you imagine if the judge ruled that you were an unfit cat owner? Like, do you have to
honestly,
register somewhere?
You need to do some deep soul searching then and really reevaluate your life if somebody tells you you are an unfit cat owner.
Dude, how much were these two, like, they were definitely a couple before, and then it was a bad breakup, and now, like, the one sued the other one over a cat.
That's exactly what this sounds like,
Well, the one who sued, though, was the one, it sounds like Yang owned the cat, got into the relationship, they moved in together, and DiNardo was the one who was sneaky, like, I'm going to sneak my name on the vet stuff, and then when they broke up, took the cat, and Yang was like, bro, that's my cat. You did all that stuff behind my back.
So that's what honestly sold me on the, like, that it had to be females. No two dudes are going to these lengths to, like, okay, I'm going to make this my cat, and I'm going to go behind your back and change the name. Like, no male is doing that with, like, pets, dude. No shot.
Maybe not even kids. Guys don't even claim their own kids a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Like, let alone cats. Well, I think it sounds like DiNardo got what she deserved. She lost her cat and 20 G's for trying to steal a cat, right? I mean,
trying to steal cats, trying to steal a pet is pretty low. You know, it's pretty low class.
And listen, I get it, right? When I lived in Fairmount, I had a dog named Bowie. I think I had 17 different roommates over the 7 years I lived there. He belonged to all of them a little bit. He had different experiences. Timmy and Gorman would take him frisbee golfing. I'd be walking Bowie down the street, people I didn't even know would be like, "What's up, Bowie?" I'd be like, "You know that guy? Oh, you don't talk." But like, if one of them like changed his chip and tried to move out, and I'd be like, "Yo, that's my dog, man." Like, I brought him here, and he's for the world to enjoy, but like...
And I feel like two dudes would be like, you know what? I fucking hate his guts, but you don't do that to somebody, dude. You don't try to steal someone's pet. That's
take their
up.
pet. Or you just settle it in the parking lot. Like, all right, winner takes the cat. You know what I mean? Like, no holds barred, 2 3-minute rounds, winner gets Gary. Fair is fair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Liam, I think we sniffed that one out, but we got a little help from Matt with the location and the pet.
You guys did pretty good, though. Pretty good. So, speaking of doing pretty good, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle, he's Bern Bacchusy, and that good-looking son of a bitch, that's Liam Reese. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Handle us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe and keep bringing us incredible content. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you on the flippity dippity. Thanks. See ya!